Rashad Milligan for SB Nation's Peachtree Hoops. I'm here with Darius Bazley. Darius, you guys are less than 2 weeks away from the draft. How you feeling?
Really excited, but I'm just trying to focus on these workouts. Just get through this. Keep displaying my skill set and my ability to compete, and my work ethic in front of these coaches.
How is this particular workout today compared to the other ones? Being that you did work out here a little bit for a few days last year at All-American.
This workout and every other workout compares in the capacity of just the fact of how important it is. Everyone has their own tactics and strategies on what they look at and how they, may break down a player. But this workout, like I said, and every other workout has all been, really important because, I'm getting evaluated right now. So, I just got to make sure that I come into these workouts with the same energy, same effort, will to compete, defend, and show my skill set on the offensive side.
And when you're talking about, you're being constantly evaluated, at the end of the workout, you went around and you shook every staff member's hand here, and, you stayed a little later than most of the guys. What were some of the things that you've learned throughout the past year about draft workouts?
I haven't really learned much about draft workouts, but just that's not for show. I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. You see people in the gym, you say hello, you speak, and just me, period. I just like being in the gym. So, I'm not gonna rush off the court just to take my shoes off and be like, oh, finally get out of here. I like to, shoot around, dribble, and, keep working on my game, whether it's free throws or whatnot. But this past year I have learned a lot. Just picked up a lot of good habits, broke some bad ones, and then just developed a routine.
You've been doing 3-day workouts this past year. How have those been, and what have you really improved on in particular in this past year?
The 3-day workouts have been pretty good. It's a lot on your body, and I'm thankful for it because now that I'm doing that, I have to learn at an early age to start taking care of myself. And, in the long run, it's going to be really good for me versus waiting until I'm older and then my body's just really in pain, and then you got to work from there. It's been really good. And I'm sorry, the other question you guys said?
I was just saying, what was something that you really learned throughout the 3-day week or 3 days, and what was really good with it? I'm pretty sure you answered both.
Right.
But with the reported trade this week of Taurean Prince, the Hawks currently have 0 primary small forwards on the roster. So how would you come in and help fill the void of small forward here?
Well, first and foremost, to come in and defend and compete. I think that's what keeps you on the floor. So to be able to come down and switch out, just not guard wings, but guards, and switch out on the post, to be able to defend, get stops, and then on the offensive end, to be able to, my versatility, I think I create a mismatch. So to be able to come off of screens and, make a play or, knock down open shots.
What is the strongest component of Darius Bazley's game?
I would say my versatility. Because it goes for both sides. I'm able to step out and defend 1 through 4 on defense, and then on offense I'm able to, play the 1 through 4 spot.
And what is the one habit that you really want to change moving forward?
The one habit I want to change moving forward, that's a good question. It's a lot. I can't just say it's just one thing because I'm not perfect. There's a lot of stuff to me that, needs to change. But I definitely say just getting better. One thing I would say, not to change, but to get better at is just being a perfectionist. Not perfection as in you make every shot, but just within your daily routine, just doing everything to perfection. When I'm on the floor and I'm working out and I get a chance to work on my game, doing things to perfection, holding my follow through, in practice, sitting in the defensive stance so that way in the games, it all comes second natural and it's easy for me.
And obviously the questions that you've been getting this entire run, when you see the guys like R.J. Hampton and Melo Ball do what they're doing, what do you think that says about this particular generation and their way of thinking in terms of, understanding that basketball is a business and valuing their worth?
With R.J. and LaMelo, those guys, they're doing, just what's best for them. I don't know them on a personal level, so I can't speak for them on why they made the decisions they made. But, from the outside looking in, you just think, they have one goal, is to get to the NBA. Whether they go the highway or they take the back streets, I feel like as long as they, get there, then they'll be, happy and satisfied. And I think that's a lot of people's goal playing basketball, is everyone's dream to be in the NBA. So I think they're just doing what's best for them and just trying to reach that goal of getting there.
What is one thing from a business perspective that you've learned in this past year?
Just being professional. Because at the end of the day, this is a business, and nobody wants, you just gotta, like I said, handle yourself, carry yourself in a professional manner. On and off the court, showing up on time, staying late, taking care of yourself, and then off the court, representing not only the organization, whatever you're playing for, but the city, like in a classy manner. So I'd say that's the most business thing to it. It's just being professional.
Was there any particular moment that you remember among most during your internship that you'll never forget because it was so pivotal and learning?
Not more of a moment, but just the relationships I've made with people. I value that. So the people that I've connected with, and hopefully our relationships keep growing. But that's something I really value and always cherish, because to have someone in your corner, to have someone rooting for you is it's a good feeling, and everybody needs that.
I remember in your letter last year you said that when you passed off college that if you had $50 you felt like a rich man.
Yeah.
How has this past year been, having money in your pocket, just period?
Having money in my pocket is good, but money is a tool. It's not something that I have a love for or anything like that. It's always nice to feel comfortable, but and that's not even why I play. I can't, I don't even focus on that. I guess it feels good to be able to go in the store and get whatever without hoping your card don't decline or something, or be able to go get some juice if you want it. I guess that feels good, but I don't really go crazy with money, buying designer clothes and stuff like that. I'm still the same me. Half the time you don't have to spend money because meals are provided. I get clothes from New Balance. So money is just sits there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you so much, Darius. Rashad Milligan for SB Nation's Peachtree Hoops.